everybody, welcome to Country Girl, and today we're going to set up a natural aquarium. Now I've done aquariums for a very long time and I've never really been satisfied with them. I've always wanted a bunch of plants in them and I've never been able to get that. And so didn't like having to change the water and all that stuff all the time. So I'm going to try this time is what's called a natural aquarium. You put in your substrate, you put in the sand, you put in the plants, and you wait for a little bit and you put in the fish. And you shouldn't have to do any water changes or very little water changes. Just basically top it off. You can put in a sponge filter if you want, but they definitely recommend a wave maker. So we're going to get started on that. We've got the aquarium all ready. It's here. I have made some marks on the side of it with a dry pin. I'm going to put the soil level to here and the sand level to here. And I chose the Jarvis Eco Planner aquarium substrate for the bottom. It says no rinsing, so I'm just going to add that to the bottom. I've got a little bit of water in there right now. It's where I was testing to make sure that they did not leak. So I'm going to add this and we'll see how that works. All right, I got 1 inch of the substrate on the bottom. You want to get as level as possible. And now the next step is to put the sand in. But before I do that, I'm going to scoot this back just a little bit so that the sand goes in front of it. It's important when you do this, when you get ready to plant your plants, that you don't get into this level with the plants. So I'm going to add 2 inches of sand on top of this. Now I'm using aquarium sand. You don't want to use play sand if you can help it. So I bought aquarium sand for it. So we're going to add the 2 inches of sand to it next. Okay, I got the sand in here, about 2 inches. Now we're going to add the water. You don't want to pour the water directly into it. You want a bowl or something. Pour your water into it that way. Pour it into the bowl and let it go over the top and into your sand. Otherwise you'll make a big old hole in your sand and your soil at the bottom will mix in with your sand, which you do not want. So just continue to fill your aquarium like that until you get completely full. Okay, this is what we've got so far. We've got most of the water in. I'm not putting any more water in until I put the decorations in because I don't want to have to take any water out. We do have the sponge filter going and I left the bow in there for right now. And we're just going to leave this clear out. And plants are supposed to be here this week. So we'll plant it out and then we'll leave it cycle for a while. And once I get it planted and put the decorations in, I'll put the rest of the water in and then we'll see if we need to put the wave maker in. Okay, we've got the aquarium planted. Quite a few plants in there. Got them from Amazon. They came rather quickly. A lot cheaper than what I would have had to have paid if I bought them from the big box store. Hopefully they will grow. I did have to turn the wave maker off because the plants have really small root systems right now, and the wave maker was just moving them around, making them float to the surface. So we'll leave the wave maker off for a couple of days, maybe a week. Allow these plants to put down some roots into the soil, and hopefully they'll live. But it does look nice right now. The plants were not labeled, so I don't know what is what. So I planted the bigger ones near the back and put the smaller ones in the front, and kind of layered them that away. So hopefully they will grow, and we'll leave it cycle for about a month or so, let the plants get a good start before I ever get any fish to add in here. So we have a planted terrarium, natural terrarium. So if you found this interesting at all and helpful, subscribe, hit the like button. I will let you know in a few weeks whether these plants lived or died, and whether this system was working, and when I get the fish and what kind of fish I decide to get. I think I know, but I'm not for sure yet. So remember, dream big, follow that dream, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.